Okay. Okay. Hold on one sec. Let me post this on Twitter here. Okay. Hey everyone, how you guys doing? I said I'd start a lot earlier on Sunday, and here I am. I know I've been starting the last couple weeks really late, um, but now we're starting the streams a lot earlier. I fixed my sleeping schedule, which is good, so I'll be able to stream earlier now, and next time also stream even earlier. Uh, Tomorrow it is my birthday. Oh, happy early birthday, Marsov. Everyone wish Marsov their happy birthday. In Vice City Definitive Edition. Well, Vice City to get 100. I've never played Vice City Definitive Edition. I still gotta play it. I know it's on the GTA 4 engine, but Vice City is actually not that bad of a game to 100%. Like GTA 3 is actually way worse than Vice City to 100%. Because GTA 3 has so many gangs that constantly interfere. Like there's so many areas you drive into in GTA 3 and you constantly get attacked, and that just makes it really annoying. But Vice City isn't actually that bad to get 100% in. Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Devil Gaming. Thank you for sponsoring my channel for 3.5 years. Thanks, dude. Hi, I'm coming late. I'm doing DoorDash. That's fine, Nikki. Hope everything goes good on your trip. I'm good, Black Mamba. How are you? Fixing schedule is always hard. I know all about it. Yeah, well, you know what I did to fix my sleeping schedule? I stayed up for a whole day, like 24 hours without sleeping, and that was not fun. But I stayed up that whole day, and then I went to sleep normally, and I was able to fix my sleeping. Man, this is a bit far here. Well, yeah, it's the thing about that is that the reason the reason it helps fix your sleeping schedule is because you haven't slept for a full day, and so you can basically go to sleep at any time you want. And if you wait the full day and then you go to sleep at a regular hour, you'll be able to fix it. Rank all Saints Row gangs from best to worst. What do you mean? You mean like do you mean like I guess you mean like the gangs that suck the most, right? the well, the best gang would be the Saints. But if you're not talking about the Saints, uh, the best gang in the series probably would be the Vice Kings. Vice Kings probably the best gang. Um, the next best gang would probably be hmm um probably Carnales. Carnales, yeah. Carnales would probably be the next one, and then after that it would be, say, probably the Ronin, then the Brotherhood and the Sons of Samdi, and then probably the Rollers, and then after that we have the Morningstar, Luchadors, and Deckers. And then for the worst gangs in the series, going forward, like each gang is getting worse and worse. The worst gang in the series, yeah, probably the Idols, or yeah, the Idols are probably the worst ones in the entire series. They really suck. Next Mafia part, I'll try to get it out a little today. Remember me? Hi, Mr. Jackson. Can you refresh my memory? I'm sorry, there's a lot of people that just come into my streams. Rank all the Saints Row gangs from best to worst. When did you last talk to me? Oh, and thank you, Aaron, for that super chat. Uh, Thank you, Jonathan. Hi, Pro. How are you? Can't believe I've been a member for a month. Can't wait for Division 1 and True Crime LA and True Crime New York playthrough. Thank you, Jonathan. I'm gonna do a playthrough of the True Crime games on the channel. I promise I'm gonna do them. If I don't get to them this year, 100% it'll be next year. No, can you send it to me, Brandon? I'll take a look at it after the stream today. Most evil gang in the Saints Row series? The most evil gang in the series. Probably the Sons of Samdi. Yeah, probably the Sons of Samdi. I would say them. The thing about the Sons of Samdi is the Sons of Samdi are my favorite gang in the Saints Row series. So out of all the gangs, the Samdi are my favorite ones. I put on a super chat last month. Oh, okay, Mr. Jackson. Which stream was it? A Red Dead or a GTA stream? Well, it does a lot of damage and it's quick to reload, man. You said you'd do a Saints Row 4 playthrough 3 years ago. Yeah, I just never got around to it. I could do it, but speaking of which, what I think I'm gonna do is I think I might do a Saints Row video, like talking about the news with like the new all the news that came out about the original plans for Saints Row reboot before, like, they went with what they had. Hey, Robert. Oh, okay, Mr. Jackson. Well, thank you for coming by my streams. The Professional Vampire Werewolf. I'm assuming you're talking about the Elder Scrolls, right? I think I would say probably Vampire. If you play as the Vampire Lord and you run magic in like in Skyrim, you can be, I would say even stronger than a werewolf. We got on their stream from The Professional before GTA 6. Everyone hit that like button. Thank you, Amateur. You don't want to do a Saints Row 4 playthrough? No, I do. Saints Row 4, it's not as good as the other Saints Row games, but no, I'm willing to do it. I'll do it. How's your day going, Pro? It's going good, Demigod. How are you, dude? Saints Row 1 had a 19th anniversary on Friday, August 29. Yeah, and next year we'll do a playthrough of Saints Row 1 for the 20-year anniversary, because next year will be the 20-year anniversary, and I'll go back doing Saints Row 1 again. Thank you, Akiva, for the super chat. Which death is sadder in Saints Row and why? Carlos or Aisha? Carlos. Carlos's death was just way more brutal and, worse. Yeah, it was what Carlos went through. That was the worst one. They could have just shot him, but doing that to him, that's just... Been a while, Pat. Just curious, what games or game did you anticipate playing, but they ended up disappointing you? Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye was the most disappointing game I've played since the Saints Row reboot. The thing is, though, I'll tell you this. When it comes to Mind's Eye, I was actually expecting Mind's Eye to be a good game. I actually did think it was going to be a good game. I really did think. Now, I know some people are going to laugh at me for saying that, but I put trust in Leslie Benzies, and there was all these YouTubers that were saying, oh, Mind's Eye is going to suck and stuff like that, and I was defending the game, and I was like, this is the guy who, made GTA San Andreas and GTA 4, and, Red Dead Redemption 1. He made some of the best games ever. So, there's no way this guy is going to mess this game up. Like, and I felt stupid, like, defending that. I honestly thought, I put my faith in Leslie Benzies. I thought, there's no way in hell he can mess this project up. He's been working on this game for years. There's no way he can mess it up if he made games like San Andreas and GTA 4 and Red Dead, and then this happened, and so that basically, like, man, it's not even just the glitches. It's the lack of stuff to do. Like you can't steal cars in that game. It's like, what kind of open world game can you have where you can't steal cars? So like you can only drive the car the game tells you to. They're like, oh, get in this car, do this. You can't you can't steal any cars. You never have, like, a break. You never have, like, any side activities. They made this, like, giant city and, like, barely a reason to really explore it. Whoa, that was close. Okay. Yeah, there was no map. How could I forget about that? I felt like I was playing GTA 3 again. This is my personal opinion. Copyright needs to become more prohibited. False claims should be treated as a felony. Uh, it's over money and censorship. Yeah. Yeah, I think that the false claims get out of control. They are. Thank you, London. You know, I have gotten copyright claims on the Mafia the Old Country playthrough for like a 160-year-old song. There was a 160-year-old song that I got copyright claimed for. I thought that was ridiculous. Do you guys think that Leslie Benzies destroyed his reputation with Mind's Eye? Okay, thank you, Brandon. I'll take a look at it later. Yeah. Yeah, let it. Even if Leslie Benzies works in a game in the future, everybody's gonna remember Mind's Eye. You know what he did. And you know, all of the DLCs for Mind's Eye, they got pushed back now. Wait, what? There? Is that German? I can't read that. What is that? Hello from your favorite behaved Drago girl. I hope you enjoy the $5. Thank you for trusting me to be in the Discord. Thank you, Princess Emerald. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Princess Emerald. Mind's Eye looks like a futuristic Mafia 3. Well, I do, I do feel bad for Hernandez, the guy who played as Jacob Diaz. I feel bad for him because he actually did try. Like he really did try. He did. He put everything into that into his acting. So I feel really bad for the actor who tried. Have I played Saints Row 1 multiplayer? Yeah, I have. I'm glad Andrew Rayner is gone. Wait, who? Samuel Clark, thank you for the super chat. You know, I expected him to at least be somewhat reasonable, Jorge. But then when he acted the way he did, I wasn't really surprised by it. Okay, I'll see you, Mr. Jackson. Take care, dude. Have fun at the party. Oh, the woman who resigned in the UK. Yeah, I did hear about that. I just didn't know her name. Didn't she not pay some kind of tax? And she was caught with it? At a 10 rate, World at War. 10. It is probably the best, you know, the best World War II game is World at War. I think it's funny how this this politician supported raising the inheritance tax, and meanwhile she didn't even pay her own taxes. What a true politician, right? They support raising your taxes, but they don't even pay their own taxes. True politician. Yeah, she's a tax dodger, yep. Pro, what's something in GTA 4 that you think couldn't be in GTA 6 because of the political correctness? I don't know if that's the name. Um... Something in GTA 4 that could never be in GTA 6. Hold on, my tie is crooked. There we go. Okay, something in GTA 4 that could never be in GTA 6. Let me think about that one. Maybe the part with the chef getting his head cut off by Bulgarin in the Ballad of Gay Tony. Maybe like that. The darker tone, yeah. A villain like Dimitri. A villain like Dimitri. Club management. Oh, yeah, club management. Yeah, that probably too. What else? I think also some of the racism in GTA 4, you would never see that in GTA 6. The thing is, in the GTA games, you've had racist characters before. The games, you weren't meant to like the characters. You weren't meant to, support the characters the way the characters were. Like, I remember Gerald was really racist in GTA 4. What the hell? Thank you, Josh King. Thank you for sponsoring my channel for 2 years. Thank you, dude. Streaming early, I see. I'll finish supper, then I'll join. Yeah, I promised that I would start these streams earlier, and I'm doing that now. I'm starting these streams a lot earlier now. Bro, my birthday will be on Wednesday, but today I was at Target. I had a 50-year-old man insulting me, all because I found a super treasure hunt before he did. A what? Wait, what do you mean super treasure hunt? But the guy was insulting you over... Thank you, Mark, for the super chat. Who is that, the Prime Minister of Germany there? Did I see the video of that woman from the Phillies game? She stole a ball from her father and his son. Yes, I heard about that. The baseball Karen, they're calling her. That the internet is apparently trying to track her down right now. Basically a Hot Wheels car. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did hear about the baseball lady. You platinum the Soulsborne games, and I recommend them as someone as strategic as you to play them. What kind of stories are they? Let me drive this truck here. Well, there was only one psychopath in there was only one psychopath in the Sopranos, And the only psychopath that was in The Sopranos was Livia Soprano, Tony's mom. She was a psychopath. I thought it was David Chase, the guy who made The Sopranos. That director is a genius. He's a genius for making a woman psychopath in that show, because a lot of times when you think of a psychopath, you oftentimes think of like some crazy guy, but you don't really think of a woman. And so that was really unexpected what he did, that like Tony's mom was a psychopath. But yes, Tony's mom is a complete psychopath in Sopranos, 100%. She fits the definition of a psychopath. That's what a psychopath is like. Psychopaths very manipulative. They can be very sadistic. They trick people with their words oftentimes. Psychopaths a lot of times aren't stupid people. They're very smart. They're very cunning. They enjoy chaos, using people. Everything is like a game to them, basically. Like, just using and manipulating people is like a game. Well, Tony's mom in GTA Liberty City Stories is also based on Livia Soprano. She got booted out of the stadium, as she should have, yeah. Well, you know, I don't know why people have to be so stupid sometimes, but you know, she made a fool of herself in the internet now, and the next person that's gonna look stupid. Good evening, all. Been a while since I've been in one of these sessions. I'm always nearly working Mondays with idiotic customers at 12 a.m. here. What, in retail? True Evil? What kind of place? Thank you for the super chat. Why Leo really liked Vito so much? Was it because of killing O'Neill in prison? I don't think Leo deserves hate so much in the end. I think it's more that Leo never had any children, and I think he kind of saw Vito as like a son. I think that's what that was about mostly. That was pretty much the whole backstory on that. I work in an electronics store. We have some of the lowest clientele, huh? What do you think about making a game about the war in Afghanistan? Nobody's ever going to make a game about the war in Afghanistan. No one's ever going to do it, especially how it ended. So no one's ever going to, you know, there's never, I can't ever picture a developer making another, you know, a game in Afghanistan. There was Medal of Honor, but, you know, that was a decade ago. So I can't really picture it. As for the Iraq War, there is a game coming out in the Iraq War. It's called 6 Days in Fallujah. I don't know if that game's out yet. I don't think so yet. I'm pretty sure the government agreed with it, the demigod, and also the reason that Vito hates Leo so much is because he blames him for Joe's death, but we know that Joe isn't dead. The reason that Leo told Vito that Joe was dead because Vito and Joe together were just, you know, constantly causing problems. You know, it was like water and oil, basically. And so it was, that's basically what I think about it, is that he pretty much, he had lied that Joe was dead just that Vito wouldn't look for him. That was pretty much it. Oh, I don't know. Did 6 Days in Fallujah come out? I don't know. I disagree with you about Don Salieri. I think he's worse than Teresi. Why is that? Oh, police on this one here. Soulsborne games are basically philosophical and hugely complex, lore-rich fantasy combat RPGs about demigods and your character rebuilding the world with multiple endings. Okay. What kind of game is it? Is it like turn-based combat, or is it like third-person, first-person? What is it? Try doing Conflict Desert Storm series. Yeah, I could do those. I know that was on the first Gulf War. You had a game on that. Current events, Rude Phillies fan at Marlins game. Yeah. I still gotta do a video about that CEO who also took that kid's hat. Thank you, Ephelis, for the super chat. Third person. Okay. Guys, make sure that you start calling Lester, because this is gonna be the police one.
How can I be of service?
Did the Yakuza have a presence in the US? Oh, of course. Not as strong as Japan, but yeah, definitely. Pretty much every single major criminal organization in the world has a presence in the US, because the US market is just so big. So, you know, pretty much every large criminal organization in the world has some kind of presence in the US.
Come on now.
Later I can help you with it, Wick.
Okay, my friend. I'll take care of the LSPD.
Thank you for streaming earlier. No problem, Aiden. What, on Twitter? I don't think I looked at it yet, Zach. I'm gonna try streaming earlier from now on. So from now on, we're gonna try streaming earlier, because I know a lot of people have requested I start earlier. My sleeping schedule is more under control now, so it should be easier. Did I see Bill Clinton in Black Ops 6? Yes. I'm not ignoring you, Shiny Knight. There's a lot of people that are posting. What's your question, dude? You could play a good Jason if you were, I don't, if I was over 6 feet tall, I don't think I would, I don't think I could play, like, a good serial killer in a movie. If I was to play a character that I think I would do the best at, I think a character I could play in a movie would be like a, probably like a really cold-blooded, like, you know, gangster, like, you know, somebody like Michael Corleone, or like, you know, Gus from, like, Breaking Bad, because I always have that, like, serious, you know, that serious personality is just how I am, and so I think I could do a character like that, but no, I don't think I could play like a serial killer, maybe like a gangster in a movie, but am I still in my prime? Well, I'm 31. I don't know if you count that as being in my prime. I'm still young, I would say. I'm not old. But, you know, I'm in my 30s now. How long are you going to stream for? Sorry, I'm busy. A few hours, like I always do. If I could revive a dead video game franchise and you have 100% control, what would it be? Saints Row? If I could revive a dead video game franchise, I would choose from 3 games. 3 series. Saints Row, Mega Man Legends, or Mercenaries. Do you agree that sweats have gotten out of control on Call of Duty? Yeah, they can. It can be really annoying, really. You know the crazy thing about this is, uh, have you ever, like played like Search and Destroy on Call of Duty, right? And you spectate those people, those like really sweaty people, and like it's almost always they're running around with like the MP5 with no stock, or it's some kind of submachine gun. They're always running around with some kind of submachine gun, and they're constantly like crouch up and down, like constantly like running through everything, just like sprinting through it, like slamming doors open. Like you guys know what I'm talking about, and just sliding all over the place. Like when you watch those people play, and like the way they just they kill people so quickly, like you think to yourself, are these people on like coke or something? Because they're so hyper and stuff like that. It's like you watch those people play, and you're like, yeah, this is just too much. I'm playing Mercenaries right now, the first one or the second one. Well, Left 4 Dead has a chance of being revived because it's Valve who makes the games. The Valve is still very much exists, but like Mercenaries, Mega Man Legends have like and Saints Row have like almost no chance of being revived. I don't know if I'll do a video on that one, Ephelist. I'm gonna do a video on I'm gonna do a video on the CEO at the tennis game, or maybe that Karen with the baseball this week coming up. I also this month we're gonna probably do another one of those videos of we're gonna do a video with like reacting to my viewers' retail comments. Like, do you guys want me to do another one of those videos where I react to your retail horror stories? I don't want it to seem like I'm milking a series, so if most people want me to do one like that, I'll do another one. Yeah, Killzone. The thing about Killzone is the best that we can hope for of Killzone is that the Hellgas pack still keeps selling well on Helldivers, because it got pretty popular in Helldivers, and maybe they do more Killzone stuff on Helldivers, but I don't think it's gonna yeah, I don't think the game is gonna another Killzone game is gonna come out. Do you know what killed Killzone? It was Horizon, and that's one of the reasons I don't like Horizon, is because that like Guerrilla Games are so obsessed with milking Horizon everything. Like they don't ever do any other game. It's always Horizon this, Horizon that. I wish that we would get another Killzone game. Go back to Killzone. Opinion on Johnny Gat versus Trevor Phillips. I think that Johnny Gat would win that fight. Yeah, I think he would. Because Johnny Gat, if you put Johnny Gat from like Saints Row 2 and Trevor, like, you gotta remember Johnny Gat is a lot younger, a lot more bigger, muscular, and Johnny Gat has like 200 something murders. So I think that Johnny would probably win that fight. Thank you, Marcus, for the super chat. What's your question, Manif? Can you post it again? Also, Johnny is sadistic. To a degree, yes. The thing is, Johnny is never a sadist towards his friends, so he's never like that. But towards his enemies, yeah, he likes killing his enemies. Yeah, and I'm gonna show all the cutscenes for that, Robert. All of them. Oh, thank you, Pariston Hill. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, dude. Would I play rather explore Fallout's urban landscape or Skyrim's mountains in real life? Me personally, I would explore the mountains because I've always loved nature. Well, Skyrim would be a more safer place to explore than something like Fallout. The Fallout world would be very dangerous. When is the old country video coming out? Are you talking about the lore video? I posted it like a week ago. The Cesare lore video. I posted it. If you're talking about the Leo lore video, it's gonna be like another week or two, and I'll have that one out next. Yeah, I felt kind of stupid that I forgot that you can change colors in the suits by pressing up and down. The Leo video, like a week or two, Josh. Did I improve my streaming setup, Pro? I can tell by the quality. Is it better? Well, I'm playing. I went back. I'm playing on my gaming desktop now, so I don't know if that's if it's different or anything. If it looks better, but no, I don't think so, Manif. He you gotta remember that Sam says that Salieri sent out a crew. How come we never got the Wade lore video? I guess I just had a lot of projects come up, but I got more lore videos coming out, and I can release that one still for you. I'm sorry, dude. I just been having a lot of projects. I heard about that. That was horrible, Ja. I don't think I'll do a video on that one because that story is just so heartbreaking. But I'm probably gonna do a video on the story about the baseball Karen woman. Read Shiny's comment. Let me see here. Thank you, Suppressor. My manager Denny's always overworks me, even though I have anxiety, ADHD, and get stressed quickly. I also have autism. What do you mean he overworks you? He gives you too many tasks at once? Expects you to do things that are not part of your job. A lot of supervisors will do this to their employees. They'll take advantage of them, and they'll trick them into actually doing their work. I've had bad supervisors like do that to me. I would try to talk to them and tell them that you're getting stressed out and to be more reasonable. And if your manager does not listen to you, if your manager gives you an attitude, then you might have to end up looking for a different place to work. They are just some managers are like that. What you could do is you could maybe call corporate. You could try to get like HR involved, but I don't know that necessarily will help you. When is the new 007 game coming out? Well, I could have more of my face, Van Cherez, too. I did hear about that, Andrew. She was on yeah, yeah, she was sitting on a train on her phone, and then this guy comes up behind her and just stabs her. I don't even know what that was about. Like, why are some people just so psychotic? Some people are so evil. Are you letting people join you right now? Yeah, anybody can join me and join my session. You don't have to have me added, but anyone can join me. Thank you, Ninjutsu Master. Have I watched The Warriors yet? And also, am I excited for a Dark Picture Season 2? Where do you think Joe is at if he's not dead? Joe? You mean from Mafia? Uh, Joe is Leo's driver in Mafia 3. Uh, Dark Picture Season 2, I'm excited for it. I haven't played the last Dark Pictures game. I gotta get around to do that. To do that. Do I know who Casey Anthony was? Isn't wasn't that the news story at the high school, that tragedy that happened at that high school? I think that was a few months back, right? That was Texas? Did I see a 12-year-old Scottish girl carried a knife and an axe? Yes, I did see that video. That video, I know what you're talking about. She was 14. Her sister, I think, was 12, and she was getting sexually harassed by this guy. And she pulled out the knife and the hatchet on the guy, and the guy started filming her, and she ended up getting arrested for that. That's No, she was the one who killed her daughter in 2009. Thank you, Arrow, for subscribing. I'll have to look up that case. If I see a picture of her, I'll probably remember her. I remember people by pictures way better than I do by names. Read the other part of the question. Let me look. Oh well, I'm gonna look into that, and I'm gonna look into that and read an article about that this week. I'm sorry, Suppressor. I've just been busy with just a lot of stuff. I just recently, got back home, so I've been visiting my family for a few months, and I just recently was flying and got back home. I guess that might be the change in the camera and everything, but I have the same camera that I have back home, so I don't know why the quality is different. Maybe it's the computer, not the camera, but no, I promise I will look into it tonight, Suppressor. I promise I'll look into it tonight. My stream is lagging. Is it lagging right now?
Guess you didn't see me.
Did I get a new computer? No, this is my desktop that I've used before. When am I doing well, Yakuza stream I will do later this week. If you're asking about when I'm gonna do Yakuza 1, Yakuza 1 I will do that in December. Why is crossing a state with the trucks like in Mafia 2 is a federal offense? Because it's hijacking large shipments that's between multiple states.
Sorry.
No, not yet, Zach. I haven't played it, General's Alert. I'm going to.
Please watch where you're going.
Which front in World War I would I rather go to? Western Front, the Eastern Front, the Italian Front, the African Front, or the Middle Eastern Front? Oh, man. Well, definitely not the Middle Eastern Front. That's, Gallipoli. It was a disaster. No, not the Eastern Front either. The African Front I don't know as much about in World War I. There was fighting in the colonies, but I don't know much more than about that one. Western Front I know much more about. But probably Western Front. Italian Front would be brutal. The high mountains. Yeah, that's... You heard about the baseball Karen? I have, Mr. Professional. I've heard about it. Yes. What about Brad from GTA 5? What about him? Yakuza 1 is based on Christmas, so it'll be perfect to play in December then. It'll be perfect then. What does front mean? A front is basically for like a gang. A gang or a mafia. They use a legitimate business to try to hide their income, and sometimes the front will actually have a part of the business that will be used for their illegal activities. People clap for 8 minutes after a Stalin speech. That is true. That's true, and the reason that they clap for 8 minutes is because nobody wanted to be the last guy that finished clapping. Why is the M1911 the most successful handgun? I guess because it was so advanced by its time. 45 ACP, powerful round, very accurate, very simple design. No, I don't, Mac. What is that? Thank you, for that super chat. When did this happen, Demigod? Did I see that the U.S. blew up a small ship? Yes, it was a ship that was supposedly had cartel members and drugs on it.
Your girl was fucked up last night. Michael, so good.
I'll look into them, Omar. Are they on PlayStation? Oh, I didn't hear about that, Demigod. By the way, you know what I'll tell you guys? You know what the funniest the funniest robbery fail ever was? That it was a real thing that happened. I think the funniest robbery fail I've ever heard about is a couple years ago. There was a robbery in Colorado, and it was these two or three guys. They were robbing a loan place, so a place that gives out loans, cash loans. They were robbing the place, and what happened is the getaway driver was so stupid that the getaway driver decided to go into the robbery with them. So he let the car idle in the parking lot. He left the car on, let the car idle in the parking lot while he went in with them. So the engine was on, the car was ready in the parking lot, but the getaway driver wasn't in there with them. The getaway driver instead participated in the robbery, and while that was happening, you know what happened? Somebody else, another criminal, stole their getaway car. So somebody stole their car. So imagine that they're in the middle of a heist. And during the heist, another criminal just comes out of nowhere and just steals their getaway car. That actually happened. And they had no way of escaping, and the police caught them. The police surrounded the place and arrested them. And that, I gotta say, that's gotta be the funniest heist fail I've ever heard about. That is the funniest thing ever. That their car got stolen while they were robbing a place, and then they got surrounded by the police. But that was a real thing. I don't know if they ever caught the person who stole that car, but that was... Oh, man. But I will say, whoever stole that car deserves to keep that car. that was it, because they foiled a worser crime. So that was Was the NKVD or the Gestapo worse? I would say they were equally bad. You know, they were both, brutal secret polices of both, the Soviet Union and Nazi Germany, and they both, horrible atrocities, participated in horrible massacres, and their prisons were really bad and, tortured so many people and killed so many people. Skull's business here. Who's the most evil villain out of any game I have played? Shang-Chi. In Kane and Lynch 2, Shang-Chi, I think, is the most evil character I've seen in the game. The number 2 most evil character, probably Victor Bronco in Max Payne 3. Or Makarov. Makarov is also really evil. Yeah, how could I forget Makarov? My favorite heist in the GTA series is probably in GTA 4. GTA 4 bank robbery is probably the best one. Does relocating into Los Santos increase the chances of your MC business being raided? I have never heard that before. However, though, I would not sell. I would not if you're gonna get MC businesses, get the Sandy Shores locations because they're cheaper, and the missions themselves are actually easier because it's easier to sell from Sandy Shores into the city than selling from city to Sandy Shores. Yeah, about the original draft of the Saints Row reboot, you know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about doing a reaction to that video, but before I do a reaction to that video, I'm gonna contact that YouTuber because I've talked to Mr. Saints Fan Godzilla before, and I'm gonna ask him if he's okay with me reacting to his video, because I don't want to just react to it without his permission, because that's kind of rude. But I'll ask him if he's okay with me reacting to it, and if he is, then I'll do a reaction to it, and talk about, like, I watched a whole 1 hour video in a video, and I'll talk about it, and comment as it my thoughts and what he's talking about. Theory on the last GTA 5 update this year. There's gonna be the mansions. I hope that they're actually good, but I don't know. I think the mansions will be okay. It'll be fine. It won't be like, something amazing. But I think it'll just be okay. Thank you, David Martinez, for the super chat. Heists I do near the end of the stream, Mr. Wake. If you can wait another hour, I'll help you with your heist. I'm gonna see if I can find Mr. Saints Fan Godzilla right now. He's on is he on Twitter? Okay. Yeah, I'll find a way to contact him. And I'll ask him if I can react to his Saints Row video. Since your parents are Polish immigrants, I'm curious, how much do you understand Polish? Are you able to speak the Polish language? Tak, ja umiem dobrze gadać po polsku. Yes, I know how to speak good Polish. I speak Polish pretty fluently, but the thing about when I speak, I have a harder time reading it. So while I can speak the language pretty well, it's much more difficult for me to read. However, though, when I visited Poland in 2010, that was the last time I visited, 15 years ago. A lot of people were making fun of my American accent. They said I have a very thick American accent when I speak Polish. Thank you, Ink, for the super chat. Yeah, I can do the new Cayo Perico survival. Yeah, we can do that too. We'll do that as well. Oh, Elden Ring is in the same universe, Omar? I didn't know that. No, I've never played that, Mason. How many languages do you speak? I speak English and Polish, and I'm learning Spanish. So Spanish I don't fully speak. But Spanish, I want to get good at Spanish. Yo estudio español todos los días. Y yo quiero ser hablo bueno español. Mi español es muy malo. Yo necesito. Uh, yeah, yo necesito estudio más. Jango Fett or Boba Fett? Boba Fett. Yes, we're doing Liberty City Stories in October, yes. A lot of games to get to this year still. How to say rent in Polish? Well, I know that in Polish to rent a building is wynajmoć. Wynajmi. That means to rent something, but paying rent itself, that one I might not know. Very good in Spanish, thank you. Is Polish a Slavic language? If it is, can you guy understand each other? You're talking about other Slavs, right? I Polish and what is it? When it comes to speaking Polish and like Russian and Ukrainian, for example, and Belarusian, they're all Slavic languages. I've never really heard the Czech or Slovak languages. Those are also Slavic, so I never really heard people speak that language. So I don't know how similar that is. But when it comes to like Russian, Ukrainian, Belarusian, if I hear people speaking that language, like speaking in full sentences, I can make out a lot of the words that they're saying. Like I understand a lot of the words they're saying, but I don't understand what they're saying. So like when somebody's speaking Russian, Ukrainian, or Belarusian to me, I can understand a lot of the words that they're saying in the sentence, but I don't understand what they're asking or what they're actually saying. That I don't understand. My father, he speaks all those languages. He speaks like Russian, Ukrainian, Belarusian, Polish. I only understand Polish. As for the Balkan countries, you have like Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia, Slovenia. Those countries, they're Slavic languages also, but they're very different. I know that Serbian and like Croatian, correct me if I'm wrong, is like very similar to each other. I think the languages are very similar. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Way more similar than like Polish and like Ukrainian, for example. Thank you, David, for the super chat. Tony Soprano's faith. I think Tony Soprano believes in God, but he doesn't like care at all about religion. Have I ever watched what, Recess Puff? No, I haven't gotten the chance to watch the new gameplay. Serbian, Croatian, and Bosnian are all the same. Oh, okay. And Serbians, I think, use Cyrillic, right? But but we're talking about the language itself. They're similar, right? Very similar. Did I hear about the Nintendo Switch 2 prices? What, did something change now? When I played GTA 3 Remastered, I think it was a lot better than the original. I think that if you're talking about Definitive Edition, I think that GTA 3 Definitive Edition is better than the original GTA 3. And I know some people might, attack me for saying that, but in GTA 3 Definitive Edition on console, you can aim like the M16 and a lot of those guns like you can like in third person. Like you couldn't really do that on console. Like on console, it was always like first person. You couldn't. It was just much more difficult. On PC, it was always way easier to aim, like at third person aim, and they brought that into console. And on top of that, GTA 3 also has a map. Well, the Definitive Edition, which the original never had that. Vinayam. Yes, that means to rent. Thank you, Brandon. Pro, let's show these would-be tough guys what it means to be a tough guy. That sounds very familiar. Where do I know that from? Where is that from? Do I believe Tony Soprano got whacked? I think so. Oh, that's Tony Soprano. Not Tony Soprano. Tony Cipriani says that. He says that, right? Tony Cipriani. He says that. Yes, I remember now. He says at the Claude. He says at the Claude after the after when he gets when Tony gets attacked by the triads. I'll take a look at Discord a little bit later, Princess Emerald. Did he put a hit on Tupac back then? What? No, PS2 GTA had no map. You had to use the poster as a map that came with the game. No, that's not true. San Andreas and Vice City had the map. You had the map on the PS2. They did. Thank you, Ace, for subscribing. Was Tupac involved with the mob? I have no idea on that. Nintendo raises up the prices for the original Nintendo Switch, but not for Switch 2 yet. Huh. They raised the price for the original Nintendo Switch, but it's been out for some time. That's weird. I've never heard about that. A console that's been out for some time, they're raising the prices on it. I'll try to get to another Mafia video tonight. I'll try to get to it. Was Vito Corleone a multi-trillion with his connections to leadership and manpower? No. Vito Corleone maybe was like, maybe he was worth like 100 million, like around there. But no, not a trillionaire. No, he wouldn't even be a billionaire. He would be very rich, but not even a billionaire. I know it was you, Proto. Yeah, that's Godfather 2. Do I think the PS6 will cost more than the PS5? Probably, yeah. Do you believe it's moral to be wealthy? What do you mean? You mean what you mean? Is it like wrong to be rich? No. If somebody is like rich at the expense of others and they're like a scumbag and taking advantage of other people, then yeah, you can make the argument that it's immoral, it's wrong. But if somebody is like earned their money like legitimately, didn't scam anyone, didn't rip anyone off, and became a millionaire, no, then it's not. It all depends on how you built your wealth and stuff. Thank you, American Loyalist, for the super chat. Is there a villain that you think didn't deserve to be a villain? If that makes sense. I don't know. I had to think about that one. No, I didn't hear about that Internet Archive. When I see the recent HB short, it has mafia atmosphere, and I thought it would be interesting to your background, law enforcement, your knowledge of Sopranos, and it's 6 minutes. I'll reply to you a little bit. I'll watch it, and I'll reply to you a little bit later about it, Zach. Was Lyndon B. Johnson a rude president? Yeah, I mean, and I think Johnson was a terrible president. Lyndon B. Johnson was a horrible president. I mean, look at what he caused with the Iraq War. I mean, not Iraq, the Vietnam War. So it's like he was disastrous of a president. He did help pass the Civil Rights Act, which that was his greatest accomplishment. But it was like just the Vietnam War. That is him getting us involved in that. That's. Do I regret the time I spent on GTA Online? No, not at all. I had fun on the game, I built my channel. No. Will I keep the streams earlier? Yes, I will. Is that what you want, Francisco? What the? Will I debate Destiny someday? You mean the political YouTuber? Oh, I don't really do politics. No, I don't get into that stuff. Damn. Let me get a helicopter for this. Thank you, Experz Z, if I'm reading your name correctly. Why has Nepal done that, Jake Hunter? They've banned social media? Do I think that Nixon was a good president before Watergate? Nixon calmed things down with China. And Nixon understood foreign policy. He understood how the Soviets would, he understood how aggressive the Soviets were in their foreign policy. So Nixon was smart for a lot of his diplomatic stuff, but the one of the worst things that Nixon did during his presidency is Nixon sided with Pakistan when Pakistan had invaded Bangladesh. Nixon sided with Pakistan, and that made India really angry. And that was probably one of the worst things that he did at that time. Thank you, David, for the super chat. The anime Destructor Nature, is that what you're talking about? Can you help me next? Sure, Converted. And then after I'm... How many things do you need to sell converted? Have you noticed the Cesare lore video is in the wrong playlist? Wait, which playlist is it in? I'll fix that in a moment. Thank you for telling me. Nice landing. Wait, what happened? Did I hit you with the helicopter? You said LBJ was an idiot for sending troops to Vietnam. Yeah, he was. It was how the whole thing just started. It was just dumb. He also LBJ never went to Congress to go into Vietnam in the first place. That was the thing about it too. Oh, it's in the Mafia 2 playlist. Okay, I'll fix that. Thank you, Mr. Green, for telling me. Yeah, Mafia 3, I'll be doing that next. Oh, okay, Casey. Skull, is this your last business? The most brutal battle in the Italian campaign in World War II might have been Battle of Monte Cassino. Counting this one or not, Skull? What's your question, April? Well, thank you, Johnny. Bro, you're one of the few YouTubers that makes my day happier. Today I had to pay the local cartel protection money. It's very stressful, but seeing you play made the remaining of my day happier. Well, thank you. I'm glad my videos help you out, Mexican Warrior. I'm sorry that you're going through that. And the police in your country aren't doing anything about that, are they? That's horrible. I'm sorry that you're going through that. It's just Mexico would be an economic giant if it wasn't for the corruption in the cartel. It was just that the corruption in the cartel have really hurt Mexico really badly. And just the cartel, they're just all a bunch of parasites. What impression does Raul Batista give you? You mean the bank robber in GTA 6? The bank robber in GTA 6. I don't know. Like, some people are saying that he could get what is it? That he could betray you, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know. Some people think he's gonna be the antagonist. I think the antagonist is gonna be somebody that they haven't shown. Pro, you said that disloyalty is a sign of psychopathy. Would you say most people who are informants are psychopaths? Like Sammy the Bull? And what I don't know him, but I I I will say about it is that psychopaths are not loyal to anyone. Psychopaths don't understand what loyalty is. They only think about themselves. Let me look, zombie, sorry.
Cryptocurrency received, so I guess we have a sale. Transferring.
Zombie, can you post a comment again? I don't see it. Yeah, I'll do Mafia 3, yeah. What do you think the last update to GTA Online will be this December? The Mansions update's the final one. Bolivian government does not like Ghost Recon Wildlands. Yeah, I know about that. I think Ghost Recon Wildlands is actually banned in Bolivia. Well, people think that Raul will betray Jason and Lucia, but I guess we'll see. There's definitely going to be betrayal. Yeah, Michael's never coming to GTA Online. It's not happening. I sent it up. I read the news that the UK CJs will have chemical. UK's criminal. What is CJs will have chemical castration for rapists? Do you think this is good? I don't think that is, because what about people who are falsely accused of being a rapist? I think if somebody committed rape, I think they should be in prison for the rest of their lives. I've never heard about something like that, about, like, you know, the UK doing castration for rapists. I haven't heard about that. But I think that if somebody is you know, guilty of rape, they should be in prison for the rest of their lives. I don't think that that's a charge that you can forgive. That's, you know, one of the most disgusting and evil things somebody can do.
How you doing?
Someday you should do Left 4 Dead live streams. Just heads up, the multiplayer can be toxic. Yeah, oh, criminal justice system is CJ's. Oh, okay. I might do, Taylor, thank you for the super chat. I might do Left 4 Dead this Halloween. I'm gonna do something for Halloween. I can play the entire Left 4 Dead 1 campaign through Left 4 Dead 2, right? Can somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that? Like, Left 4 Dead 2, I can play the Left 4 Dead 1 campaign through Left 4 Dead 1. Left 4 Dead 1, I can play that campaign through the second game, right? Okay. Yeah, Phoenix Wright is the only Ace Attorney games I've never done. I gotta do those one day.
I'm guessing you don't want a back rub. How can I help?
Well, I'm not ruling out extraterrestrial beings.
Okay, I'm driving like this. This is... Oh, damn, what? The physics in this game, right? What's my favorite GTA 5 character in story mode? Probably Franklin. Yeah, probably Franklin's probably my favorite of the 3 characters.
Come on now.
Spec Ops is a line that is a playthrough I still gotta do. The thing is, you can deliver the truck even with the cops chasing you on this mission. Oh my god.
I need some wheatgrass, tofu, and some chai seeds.
Oh, hey, you're in trouble. Okay. I'll deal with it.
Oh, great. Again. Oh my god. Yeah, this mission just sucks. Have I seen a Chuck E. Cheese guy get arrested for credit card fraud? Yes, I know about that. The kids were crying when that happened. I remember that happened like a month or 2 ago. Come on, lose the cops already.
It's bad the first 3 weeks, but after that,
Yeah, that manual waypoint, you do have a point there. It does help a lot. But I'm pretty much here. Driving in this, so frustrating.
it's fucking spiritual, bro. We had some real late.
There we go, done. Oh man, that mission is annoying. Pro, if you think Battlefield 6 will beat Black Ops 7 this year, last time it was this close was in 2016 with Battlefield 1 and Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare would help with Modern Warfare Remastered. Yeah, I still think Black Ops 7 will sell more than Battlefield 6 because it's just always like that. It's always the Call of Duty games that always sell more. Do you know what I can't stand? You know something I can't stand about the Call of Duty community sometimes. Sometimes tell me if you guys agree with me on this. But something I can't stand about the Call of Duty community is that like every single Call of Duty game, no matter what, people are just always so negative. Now this Black Ops game that's coming out, I can understand why people are being negative. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying is like every single game like, you literally, no matter what it is like, people are always negative, saying, oh, this is the worst Call of Duty ever, this is the worst one, and then the next year comes out and they're like, oh, this is the worst one again. I will tell you something. I was playing, what was it, Black Ops Cold War, a couple years ago, and there was this guy that was, complaining in the lobby, saying, oh, this game sucks, and blah, 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 and I got into an argument with the guy, and I'm like, why the hell did you buy this game if the game sucks? And the guy's like, oh, my friends are playing it. I'm like, so? So just because your friends are playing it doesn't mean that you gotta go and, buy a crappy game. And that's it. And I literally said to the guy, I'm like, you're one of those people that complains, but yet you buy the game every single year. I don't buy Call of Duty every year. I only buy it when I like it. But it's, literally is, yeah, that guy was just complaining about it, saying, oh, the game sucks, it's the worst one. I don't know why I don't know why people said that Cold War was the worst Call of Duty. I didn't think that Cold War was a bad game. I don't know why people hated Cold War so much. I don't think it was a bad game. I think Vanguard was a bad game. I didn't think Cold War was a bad game, so I don't get it personally. People are who menacing? Oh, come on. Well, hope you enjoy it, Max. Oh, it is Mr. Professional? Okay. But that's the thing about it, is that Call of Duty is that series where you will have people that will buy the game every single year, no matter if it's the worst game ever. Like, it could literally be the worst game ever, and people will buy it. And as for GTA, 6, I will tell you something. GTA 6 will be the best-selling GTA game ever, because every single time when there's a GTA game, they always sell way more than the last one. So GTA 6 will be the best-selling GTA title of all time. But here's what people don't understand. Just because a game sells well does not mean that a game is better than another game, and that's what people struggle to understand. Like, I hear, have you guys ever seen those comments where, like, people say, people say GTA 5 is a better game than GTA 4 or GTA San Andreas because it was it sold more. Like, I hear that argument all the time. It's like, oh, GTA 5 is the best GTA game because it sold the most. GTA 5 is a great game. It's not a terrible game by any means, but it's people's opinions on whether you say that it's the best game or not. I personally don't think that GTA 5 is the best one. I think that the best GTA game would probably be GTA 4 in my opinion, or it might be, San Andreas too. But it's but yeah, these people that say, oh, GTA 5 sold the most, and so therefore it's the best one. Just because a game sells the most doesn't mean that it's the best one. GTA 6 could be the worst game ever, and it will sell better than GTA 5. That will happen. Why do you think the PlayStation Store literally has no games? The only good thing I found on there was Skyrim. Everything else is add-ons or crappy cash grabs, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, at least the PlayStation Store has some better options than on PS3. I remember PS3, it was like, the options weren't... There wasn't really that many good games that I could find. It was like every week when I would check the store, there wasn't really that many interesting things, but... Well, yeah, developers basically think, oh, we can just milk a game until the end of time now, every new game that comes out. You should play Empire of Sin. It's a Mafia strategy game. I actually have Empire of Sin. I actually played Empire of Sin today, so See, I actually have it right here, Empire of Sin. So yeah, I did actually play Empire of Sin today, actually, in the morning. I played a little bit of it. But I beat the game. I beat the game on the hardest difficulty, on boss difficulty, as Robin Cray, the DLC. I'll try to get to the next Mafia part tonight. Yeah. Can I stream Empire of Sin someday? Yeah, or maybe I could do a playthrough of it. I could do that too. One of the reasons, one theory on why people hate Cold War is because the graphics render low compared to Modern Warfare 2019 and skill-based matchmaking. Maybe in a way, the skill-based matchmaking can be a bit annoying. Thank you, Nikki, for the super chat. You know, you have those. Call of Duty is that really weird game because on Call of Duty you can have like a few games where you're just destroying everybody, and then like one game you'll join and you'll be joining against the worst sweats ever. If Jackie Jr. laid low and didn't contact anyone, would the Mafia have forgotten about him? No, the Mafia never forgets about stuff like that. Albert Anastasia was the boss of the Anastasia Gambino family before Carlo Gambino, and he was also the boss of Murder Inc., which was enforcement for the commission, and he had 49 murders under his belt. Murder Inc. is actually a gang in Empire of Sin. It is actually a gang in that game. There's a bunch of different gangs that are real gangs in that one. Murder Inc. I know is one of the gangs in that game too. Thank you, David Martinez, for the super chat. Oh, and I disagree. I miss how experimental game companies were in the Xbox 360 PS3 era. I think not as many companies are willing to innovate as much as before. Thank you, David. And I agree with you, is that the problem with today is that companies don't want to take risks anymore. And I think that's the problem. Because, guys, if you remember, if anybody grew up in the early 2000s, you'll remember that in the early 2000s, there were so many GTA competitors. The Scarface was one of them. Godfather 1, Godfather 2, the Mercenaries games. There was a lot of open world, games. Even Saboteur could be argued it's a GTA competitor, but it's set during World War II. But Saboteur, Mercenaries, Scarface, Godfather, Saints Row, the original Saints Row games. Like, there was a lot of these games, Sleeping Dogs, that were like GTA competitors. But like now these days, do you have any like open world crime games that are coming out? No, you don't have any of that stuff. Oh, and I'm sorry, Angelo Solo. I'm sorry I missed your super chat. Menendez will run out the back door in Black Ops 7. I think canon-wise he's dead unless they bring him back in some way, though. Have I dealt with racist customers in retail? I've never had a customer say anything racist to me, but I know that my coworkers have encountered racist customers. There was a racist customer that said some nasty things to the girl that works in pharmacy once when I was working. But I haven't ever encountered a customer being racist towards me. No. Oh no.
And we have
Well, the Mafia games, I wouldn't consider them competitors to GTA. The reason for that is because the Mafia games are made by the same publisher as GTA. So it's a different company that makes them, but they're made by, you know, they're published by Take-Two, so they're not really competitors to GTA.
Whoa, shit! Ah!
Holy hell.
Hey, Mr. Hopkins, I played Brothers in Arms Road to Hill 30, but I haven't played Bound in Blood, I think is the other one, and then Hell's Highway. I gotta play those still. Don't you hate when an open world crime game comes out, GTA fanboys immediately call it a GTA clone? Yep, I do hate that. See here. What keeps you motivated to grind? I have 422 million and I'm trying to hit 1 billion before GTA. I feel a little burnt out. Well, I guess it was my personal challenge going for it.
Okay.
Okay, I guess they're both going here. The stream is lagging, is it? Yeah, it is one monster. The GTA games typically do have good pause menu music. Yeah, GTA 4 Ballad of Gay Tony pause music is the best. Yeah, that's a good one too. Who do I think would win, Pro? Vikings or Mongolians? Well, the Mongolians would have a hard time finding the Vikings because the Vikings are not in just one place. They're constantly on the move. The Vikings are a very nomadic people, and so the Mongolians have a hard time finding them. But the reason that the burnout happens on GTA is because the updates on GTA has just been getting worse and worse. Like, they haven't been amazing lately. Can I explain the Roblox drama going on? Yes, about the Roblox drama, there was this guy that was catching predators and pedophiles on Roblox, and what happened was the CEO had banned the guy. I don't even know why the CEO was doing that, considering the guy was getting, like, criminals off of Roblox, but the CEO ended up banning the guy. I don't know what ended up happening after that. That's as far as I know about it. Yes, it did. Railhog Productions. A lot of the gangsters in Empire of Sin are real people. Like, you know, Al Capone is real, Dino Bannion is real, Stephanie St. Clair, who else is real in that one? Jenna is real too. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if Zelnick, is he real? I don't know if he is. I have to look that one up. I'm reminding people my birthday will be on Wednesday. Happy early birthday, Mark. Happy early birthday. How many chapters does GTA 5 have? Well, it has the prologue with the North Yankton heist. It has the initial, you know, start in Los Santos. It has it where then you move on to Trevor's chapter, you know, and then Trevor, you know, comes to Los Santos and helps Michael out. That is the next chapter. Yeah, I'd say like 6 or 7 chapters in total. Yeah, people have suggested I play Judgment. Which GTA character do I hate the most? Dimitri. Six, seven, what? Recess Puffs? I said for GTA 5, I meant like it has 6 or 7 chapters. Hey Hustler, how are you? What was my favorite video game came out and you found out the developers used AI in the trailer? Would you immediately boycott it like so many haters would? I'd be pissed if a developer used AI. Yeah, I'd be pissed. In the Saints Row reboot, they used AI for their DLC trailers. They did.
Looks like you sold.
Do you think there's a power vacuum after Mafia the Old Country? Yes, I think Cesare ends up taking over on that. Okay, Converted, can you invite me then? Can you disband this MC also here, Skull? Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna sue Roblox. I don't think AI was that advanced yet in 2022. No, it's the 2023 trailers. In 2020, there's a trailer for Saints Row that they used for AI. They did. Mafia 2 DLCs any good? Mafia 3 playthrough soon? Yeah, Mafia 2 DLCs are pretty good for them. I like all the DLCs, even the Jimmy ones. I know people hate the Jimmy ones, but I like them too. Converted, I will help you with three MC businesses, and then I'm gonna help Wick with his heist. Thank you, Dragon Fury, for the super chat. Invite me, Converted. Condemned is the one game that I might play, yeah. The Jimmy DLCs make no sense. Yeah, they aren't canon. I think there's gonna be somebody that's gonna betray you in GTA 6. I don't know who it's gonna be, Michael. I don't know if it's gonna be Raul, but somebody will betray you in GTA 6. You recognize places from The Sopranos when you used to live in New York? Yes. That scene where that scene in Sopranos when what's his name, Mikey Palmise, when he kills Donnie, that scene, that street, I recognize that street. It's in Brooklyn. I think that's in Greenpoint. Whoa, what the? Oh no. Sorry. How do you overcome driving anxiety? That's a little bit of a hard one. The thing is what I think that every single driver has some anxiety, a little bit of stress. You know, some have worse than others, but I think every driver to a degree has some stress. But I will say the most stressful thing about driving is other people on the road. That's what I'll say. Like, for example, in New York, I cannot drive in New York City. I just can't do it. It's not that I can't physically, but it's just mentally for me. Just the amount of cars, the amount of people that jaywalk, run across the street, not being able to park anywhere. I just can't drive through New York City. I just can't do it. Uh, my was it and where I grew up in New York, do you know what I hated what people in New York do while they're driving? In New York, if you're at a red light, right? The second that the red light turns green, they honk at you. Like the second the red light turns green, they don't even give you a second to move. The second it turns green, like they just have their hand right there on the wheel, ready to honk. And the second it turns green, they honk at you. I hate when people do that. I hate it. Wick, I'm gonna help you with your heist after two more of these sales. Yeah, New York City drivers are super impatient, but I will also say this: um, New York City drivers are not the worst drivers that I've seen, though. Can anyone here guess where the worst drivers I've encountered are? It's in a big city, but it's not New York. And I driven in that city a few times, and every single time I drove in that city, it was just really, really horrible drivers, way worse than New York. Anyone know what city I'm thinking of? It is Chicago. Yes, Chicago. You guys nailed it. Chicago drive. I've driven in Chicago a few times. I stayed a couple days in Chicago. I stayed for 4 days in Chicago once too, and this was just you know about 2.5 years ago too. And the amount of horrible drivers in Chicago, like Chicago drivers are just a whole nother level. Like I'm not trying to offend anybody in Chicago, but like when I driven through Chicago, I saw the most aggressive psycho drivers ever. Like the people on the road are psychos, like they're psychopaths in Chicago. It's there was a video of you witnessing an accident there. No, that didn't happen. That's a meme that people made. Like that I did not make that video. It was a video I recorded while I was in Chicago. I was walking around Chicago. It's like, hey, it's me in Chicago. And then somebody like some other YouTuber like put a random like car crash of something happening and said that I witnessed a car crash in Chicago. That did not happen. That was just the car crash part was the YouTuber put it in. But it was funny. That YouTuber making that video. But anyways, when I was in Chicago, uh, the thing about the drivers is that the drivers are so aggressive on the road. They are just so aggressive. Like, I, when I was driving in Chicago, I was driving on that highway that like goes through the city. I don't know what it's called. Somebody in the comments might know, but it's like that highway where there's like a train in the middle. So it's like a little subway train in the middle. Like it's in between like the two highways, like the other way, and then your right way. There's like that train that's like in the middle. When I drove down that road in Chicago, I was driving down that road at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and when I was driving down that road at like 4 o'clock in the morning, there was people that were cutting me off. They were going like 90, 100, 110 miles, and I was going 5 miles over the speed limit. And I had people like cutting me off, going like 30, 40 miles per hour faster than me. It was scaring me. Like I had so many people cutting me off. Like it was like I've never seen something like that. And I wasn't even in the left lane. I was in the right lane, and I had people just cutting me off like crazy over and over again. But that's it, and I thought this was like an only thing that would happen in Chicago, like only one day. And then what happened was a year later, I drove through Chicago again, and the exact same thing happened again. People just driving like absolute maniacs in Chicago. So I don't know why Chicago has like psychopath drivers on the road, but that's basically just what I've encountered. It's just like I thought New York drivers were the worst where I grew up, but like when I drove through Chicago, like I'm never driving through Chicago again. Like the amount of scary drivers in that city, like it has just terrified me. Do you own a dash cam? No. I'm considering getting one. Do I have a favorite chain restaurant? Fast food place? Maybe Burger King. The cities here in Europe are much older than American cities, and so they aren't really built with cars in mind. I hate driving in big cities. Yeah, I know Amsterdam in the Netherlands is like a really not car-friendly city. Like it's a really anti-car city, and the cars have to park like right next to the water, like those little brick walls that you have, like right where you have like the water, like the canals going through the city. People park right next to that, and their cars sometimes fall in the water. That happens in a lot of Texas highways where I'm from, huh? It was just the Chicago drivers were just terrifying me personally. I've never been to Paris, so I don't know what Paris driving is like. Venice is also an anti-car city. Yeah, I guess it is. Did you lose any sympathy you had for Vito in The Sopranos when he shot that civilian? Yeah. And I guess that was like the director not wanting you to feel bad for Vito. That was pretty much it. I kind of did feel bad for Vito to an extent up until that scene, but after that scene, not really, no. Yes, I'll play it, Mr. Hopkins.
That's a success.
But you find AI music to be decent at the same time. How come that doesn't? AI can make some really good music, but like AI, the reason that I'm not pissed off at AI music, but I'm pissed off at AI trailers, is because it's a developer is not is marketing a product to us, a game, and they're using basically AI to make the trailer for them. So that's it. I would say maybe AI music takes more skill to make, but that's just like if you're advertising like a commercial product like a video game, your trailer should not be made by AI. Who's the most evil protagonist in Mafia games? Um, Probably be Vito or Lincoln. Also, Jimmy is really ruthless if you count Jimmy, but Jimmy's not canon, so. AI music requires constant tuning, not as easy as people think. Even some people even go over multiple times and make edits to get it right. Yeah, and I have no problem with AI music. My problem was more of like a company making a video game trailer in AI. Like that's converted. Go to your next business. I'll help you with one more. Mr. Wick, can you get your heist ready? Because I'm gonna help you right after this. Are you still here, Mr. Wick? I will help you with your heist. And what is the target on your heist, Mr. Wick? Yes, I gotta do Dead Rising 2 and Dead Rising, Case Zero. If we're doing it cash, get 3 people, Mr. Wick. Don't get 4 people because you won't get enough money with 4. 4 you can get everything with 3 people. Unless you want to do it just me and you, we could do that at cash too. But it might be better to get 3 people. Food question: out of Subway, Jersey Mike's, and Firehouse Subs, which one do I like the most? Also, just watched the car crash meme video. The I've never had Firehouse Subs. I've never had that one. I've had Subway and I've had Jersey Mike's. Maybe Subway I like more. Jersey Mike's was okay. Subway was, I think I liked a little more. I haven't had Subway in some time, but remember when I used to go to Subway, I had like long Italian bread, turkey, ham pickles, and lettuce. And I think it was American cheese. I think that was the sandwich that I always had. How does it feel that post-op vans are no more? Very good. Very, very good. What the? Man, the physics in this game sometimes are so weird, right? There we go. Got it. My outfit is still glitched out from that boat mission. Okay. Honestly, most fast food at this point isn't even worth it anymore because of just how expensive it's gotten. Oh crap, what NPC, what are you doing? No! No. Damn, this NPC. What's the worst plane mission in GTA Online? The Titan one, where you have to make 10 drops and you watch out for the helicopters. Mr. Wick, I'm gonna help you right after this one.
It's safe.
Okay. About another Metal Gear game, I don't know what Metal Gear Solid game should I play after Metal Gear Solid Delta. I'm not gonna do another Metal Gear game after this one because I got a few other playthroughs to do. But I'll do the other Metal Gear games in the future. But which one should I play next? Have you heard the big streamers are trying to change Battlefield 6 into Call of Duty? What? Who? And how? Hey, Fernando. Hey, Pro. Hope you're having a great Sunday. I am Colin. How are you? Hope you're having a great Sunday, too. Thank you for being a member of my channel. Oh, because, I guess my PlayStation here, I had it on set on kilometers on this one, like, months ago when I was recording a video for it. And I just never changed it, and I got back the other day, and so I gotta change this back to miles when I get the chance. Oh. Metal Gear Solid 4, you said? Isn't Metal Gear Solid 4 chronologically the last one? It's the last one chronologically, right? So I should play that one last? I'm gonna do the Mafia 2 DLCs and then, Mafia 3. Oh, you mean like Chili's or Outbacks? I haven't been to one of those in a long time. The last time I was at one of those restaurants, I was at an Outback Steakhouse in November. Do you know the former CEO of Subway was a shady guy? He was a child molester and got arrested. Yes, I know about that. Jared something was his name. The guy the guy with the glasses who did all the TV commercials. Yes, the guy was a creep. Okay, here we go. South Park predicts a lot of things. Whoa, what just happened? Okay, one more drop. No, I didn't. Menacing. Okay. Have I noticed a decrease in viewers on your channel like Dark Viper, Linus Tech Tips, and so on recently? I actually watched Dark Viper's AU video on that. I don't watch a lot of YouTubers' videos, but I actually did watch Dark Viper AU's entire video on that recently, where he was talking like the AI stuff on YouTube, and he was talking about how his views have gone down. I actually left a comment on that video, but yeah, it's happened to me too. Is that my videos don't get as recommended as much, like, and it usually it happens when I post like the first part of a playthrough, like part 1 of a playthrough, and that one gets like a bunch of views, and then part 2 just like gets only like a third of that, and just it keeps dropping. It happens. It's the algorithm on YouTube. It's just is unlucky with that. But I left a comment telling Dark Viper AU that he has a lot of loyal viewers, and when GTA 6 comes out, though, he will get a lot of views on that.
I'm so sorry. That's great. We'll play.
Yeah, there was a Red Dead Redemption 2 episode in South Park, I know that. Is it 5 a.m. in the game? Oh, I was right. It is 5:55. Okay. I can tell just from the sky in the game what time it is a lot of times.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Shit!
Okay, Mr. Wick, get in the lobby and get ready to invite me, because I'm going to join you right after this. Yeah, well, guess what though? GTA 6, a lot of people are gonna call out for that one. A lot of people are gonna call out to work for that game. Yeah, I would love to see a Korean War game. You know who could do a good Korean War game? It's Rebellion or Team 17, the people who make Hell Let Loose. They could do those, but I don't think we're gonna see it now, though. I did see Hell Let Loose Vietnam, yes. Okay, Wick, give me one moment. I'm just waiting for them to deliver this. Okay, there we go. 58,000. Nice for that. Okay, let's help Wick with his heist. Okay, ready. Let's do it. Yeah, but it's a more modern thing, though, Minion Dave. I would like to see one in the 50s, like 1950, 1950, 53 Korean War. Do you know the Subway's bread is an actual bread? The Irish government stated that the bread has a chemical in it that was similar to the ones used in yoga mats and sued Subway for it. What? This is the first time I'm hearing about this. I've never heard about this. Can you make it staff? And can you buy the clean vehicle and the getaway? Or the clean vehicle and the decoy? That'll help during the escape. And we'll do the zombies after this, by the way, guys. We'll do the Cayo Perico zombies right after this heist. I haven't done it, so it'll be my first time doing it. I'd like to see a fictional Second Korean War set in modern day. Watch my Mercenaries Playground of Destruction playthrough. Mercenaries Playground of Destruction, it's a Second Korean War. It's during that. And the very final mission in Mercenaries, you go after the North Korean dictator as the final target. He's the final bounty target. No, I've never heard about it, Zombie. Is YouTube a lot more challenging for you now than when it was starting full time? Well, yes and no. Um, I used to get more views on YouTube, so let me mute Lester here because I can't talk like this when he's talking already. Okay, so listen, a couple years ago, like back in like 2019 and 2020 is like the best years for my channel was 2019 and 2020. I had like the most amount of views at that time. And Mercenaries 1 is a critique of the Iraq War. Yes, you're right. Because in Mercenaries 1, it's like the whole plot of the game is they go into North Korea looking for weapons of mass destruction, and, they go in to get this dictator out of the country in North Korea, but it was loosely based on the Iraq War. But about it, I used to get more views, back in like 2019 and 2020. It was a bit challenging too at the same time because I had to constantly keep thinking of like, GTA Online videos because I almost only did GTA content. Like back then, my channel was like maybe it was like 70% GTA Online, maybe like 30% Red Dead, but it was still like mostly like GTA Online. And now these days, I have like a much large, I have like an audience that like is more diverse, watches like a lot of my different content, whether it's crazy current events or playthroughs. Like the playthroughs that I posted, like back in the day, the playthroughs that I posted, they would barely get any the playthroughs would barely get any views. Now these days, the playthroughs actually do a lot better. What just happened? Okay. Okay, we didn't get detected then. But honestly speaking, I will tell you this is, I I prefer it the way I have it right now instead of like, because go down here. Because back in the day, I did get more views. Sure, I got a lot more views, and I made like what the money that I'm making on YouTube right now. I made like I would say double or triple back then, like when I did only GTA content. So while it is a decrease in views and a decrease in revenue, I don't regret it because it's allowed me to diversify my channel and just do other content. Because only doing GTA Online has just driven me mad. Wait, is nobody getting the daily cash? I thought somebody was getting that. Get back. Okay, retry this here now. Yeah, my rental properties are a nice amount of income too. But yeah, sometimes I have like these really negative people that like they will come to my channel, and these really negative people, they will say like, oh, your channel doesn't get as many views as you did with GTA Online back in the day. Well, I say to them, so what? Like, I'm doing different content now. Like my playthroughs have actually grown in popularity. So my playthroughs used to be, get very very little views, but now they've actually grown a lot more popular, and they grow over time. Some of my playthroughs have good views. Like I checked my Godfather video, like my Godfather 1 video today, and my Godfather 1 video, I posted that 3 years ago, and the Godfather 1 video got over 100,000 views. That's pretty good. So that's what people don't understand is these videos grow over time. They take a little bit. One of you guys get the loot from the daily vault. I'm going downstairs. Clearing it out there. Don't shine the flashlight over there.
It's heavily guarded. Perfect. Never saw you coming. The cash is on the cart. Don't get distracted. This is just a starter. What are you thinking? The metal detectors are still online. Don't mind if you do. You're so close. See that security checkpoint? The man trap is just beyond it. Well, he's not ringing the alarm. See that? That's your man trap, so pay attention. You'll have to swipe both vault key cards simultaneously at separate control panels. That unlocks the system, but even then, we can't open both the inner and the outer doors simultaneously.
Okay, here we go.
Everyone needs to get inside so we can get everyone inside the man trap now. I can keep the first door open until you're set.
I'm getting everything on the left side. Did Jack Thompson really believe GTA and other games such a threat, or he was just pretending and benefiting from all the nonsense? I think he actually did believe it. You heard about the CEO stealing a hat from a kid on Tennessee? Yeah, and I want to make a video on that. The guy was from Poland, I know that.
Guard at the vault room isn't there. Happy days.
Thank you all, Utile, thank you for the,
Special moment
super chat.
down there, but trust me, it's about to get a lot more special on the other side.
COL reduction? What's COL?
The laser drill, let's do this. The lock
I wish you could just mute Lester on these. My god, the amount of times I've heard his dialogue, I can't handle this anymore. I like the heist, I just cannot stand listening to him talk constantly. Yeah, don't jump because it can trigger the glitches. But what I was saying is, I am so grateful that I managed to move my channel away from GTA Online, because I didn't want to just do GTA Online, because only doing one game on the channel drove me mad and would drive me insane. So it's helped me out a lot doing other content. Even if I get less views and less subscribers, you know, so be it. It's doing what I want to do on my channel. Oh, okay, Zach. What character do you like in Mafia but everyone hates? Oh, Eddie. I like Eddie. I think Eddie was a funny guy. Oh, thank you, James. Top 5 things Tony Soprano did wrong. I could do that one. Okay, I think we can get this all. Us three, I think. Yeah, I think we'll be able to get all the money. Any tips for getting quicker at the fingerprint hack in Casino Heist? Yeah, when I'm hacking the fingerprints, I don't look at the fingerprint on the left side. I just memorize the 4 that you have to choose. So just memorizing the specific pattern, that's actually easier. So just look for the pattern specifically, because like you'll memorize them by each of them. Should be able to get everything. We really pushed this. UK are overreacting over their flags and banners. Wait, what do you mean, Samuel? I know there's a bunch of protests going on in the UK right now, I know that, but... thank you for the super chat. Here we go. I got 3 tables. Yeah, it was worth bringing 3 people on this. We managed to clear everything out. You can get everything off that table. You'll make it. Okay, let's go. Do not jump when you're leaving the vault here, because it can glitch the heist out. Swipe. It's almost the 12th anniversary of GTA 5. Yep, you're right. And then October 1st is September 17th, GTA 5, and then October 1st is GTA Online. There's a black protest over Union Jack. Thank you, Samuel, for the super chat. Okay, here we go. Come on. Who did that converted? Okay, let him take all that money and we'll go. What is the most believable American... What U.S. conspiracy do I think has the most credibility? There's only 2 conspiracies that I think are somewhat Let me turn the audio here back on. Lester, stop talking. I turned that off because Nikki did it? I've never seen Nikki grief before. I'll talk to him later, but do you have a clip of it converted? Okay, let's go here. So, person was asking me earlier, what conspiracy theories do I think are the most likely to be true in the U.S.? I think there's only 2 conspiracy theories that I think are somewhat, it just went from day to night. Okay, now it went to night again. Okay, yeah, and people say GTA Online has no glitches. What I was gonna say is, probably the most credible U.S. conspiracy is that the U.S. government had something to do with JFK's death. Because there's just so many suspicious things regarding that. Another conspiracy that I think is... Man, Lester, Rockstar has to add an update where Lester, you can just mute Lester, because this is so ridiculous hearing him. Okay, so what I was trying to say is the other conspiracy that is possible is that there are people in the United States government that want to overturn the Second Amendment. Like, they just want to get rid of that. And they will say to you that, no, they don't want to get rid of the Second Amendment, but they very much do want to, they hate the Second Amendment, they hate the right to bear arms, and they are basically trying to overturn it. They're trying to change the U.S. Constitution. A lot of people say it's a conspiracy theory, but I think it's true. I think there are politicians and people in the government who hate the right to bear arms, and they are trying to do everything to get rid of it. Okay. Trying to get away from the police here. Yeah, I'll play that. Isn't Metal Gear Rising Vengeance the final one chronologically?
I've pinged your GPS for this tracker. Your driver left a clean car for you. Pinging your GPS now.
Come on. You can never go up that.
As long as you don't do anything stupid, you can drive right past the cops and they won't know a thing. Just got word from the decoy. We don't have long before they have to tap out. Make the most of it.
They're coming for me. I can hear the squeaks. You're telling me.
Alright, the decoy is out. You're on your own now.
What the? Oh, come on. Seriously? How? How did I just... How? That's so stupid. You know what? That's one thing I hate about the police in GTA, is that even if the police cannot see you, like, if you're just in that area, like, they'll be hovering around that area, like, hiding, constantly, like, driving slowly around that area, even if they cannot see you. It's so stupid.
If the buyer hears so much as a siren, this whole thing goes up in smoke. Lose the cops.
Damn. When I do Sopranos lore videos, it's very difficult because anytime I do a video on any kind of movie or a TV show or anything, there's just the copyright is just so ridiculous because it's like visual claims. Yeah, like, you see that cop up there? That cop is just stopping in the middle of the street because he knows I'm back here, even though I'm clearly out of his view. That's one thing I hate about the police in GTA is, like even if you're not in their sight, like, they will constantly keep driving around the area where you are, like, really slowly. Like, they know you're there, but they can't see you. That's... There we go, lost him now, I'm good.
What a night! Excuse me while I take a moment to bask in the glow of my own genius. Feel free to join me. This was the high point of a career full of nothing but high points. Lester Crest is back, baby! Looks like the house doesn't always win after all.
There's got to be an update next time in the future where you can just do the heist without listening to Lester, because it's so annoying listening to him. Yeah, I could do them, Mr. Hopkins. Yeah, KDJ and Sasanta are the most annoying. Yeah, they are. Here we go, 2 kilometers left there. Oh, hey, Tactical. Yeah, I'm gonna do the streams earlier from now on. A lot of people have requested it. I gotta reinstall Helldivers and start playing it again. Do I think the real-life Assassin's Creed were a terrorist organization? In a way, yes, they were. What a lot of people don't know is the Assassins were a real group. Like, people know that the Templars were a real group, but the Assassins were also a real group. They were actually started in Masayaf in Syria, and Al Mualim was their leader, so he was a real person. But the Assassins in real life, they weren't like you see them in Assassin's Creed 1, where they are just they are what's it called? They're assassinating like evil, bad people. It wasn't like that. Like the assassins in real life, they would send people that they didn't like politically. Like they would eliminate people politically just to like get people that were like pro-assassin. Like they were people that they got rid of, like other politicians, generals, like people like that. They would have assassinated that they didn't like. It was ultimately like that. It wasn't like some vigilante group like you had in Assassin's Creed 1. Yes, I'll do Danganronpa one day, yes. If I could have a chat winning the GTA 5 actors, who would that be? Probably Sean Fontano, Franklin's voice actor. Yeah, I'd be fine with that, Ryan. Can somebody invite me to that zombies, the Cayo Perico zombies, by the way? Oh, I gotta mute this copyright claim here, right? I saw a body cam video of a woman hiding a body in a car on YouTube. Turns out it was a 5-year-old looking up. Oh my god. It's horrible. This woman got arrested? I'm enjoying your Mafia 2 playthrough. Are you playing Mafia 3 afterwards, and have you thought about playing the True Crime series? Yes, Brandon Lamar. Thanks for the super chat. I will play the True Crime games. I'm going to play the Mafia 2 DLCs, and then I'm going to play Mafia 3. Do I have you added, Tom? Are you going to have a Mafia 2 episode tonight? Probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow will probably be up. What? Did you get credit for that heist? Converted. Did you get paid for that heist? Oh, Midwestern Safety. I've watched that channel before. Oh, actually, I see the zombies right here. My next lore video will be on Leo Galante. Mr. Wick, I'm sorry, not converted. I'm losing my track of thought. Did you get paid for that, Mr. Wick? I played Assassin's Creed 1 on the channel before, Will. I could do it in the future again. Okay, I'm gonna invite just everyone. Whoever joins first is, I guess, who will play with me, but I'm just gonna invite everyone. Yeah, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't had those videos out, Josh. I've been busy with a lot of projects, and the lore videos take a lot of time for me to make. Black Ops 1 is a little bit okay with Vietnam history. I talked about it in my Black Ops 1 playthrough how accurate it was. Is there no radar for this? Oh, I see, okay. I can't melee them? Yeah, I'll do the other Assassin's Creeds one day. Assassin's Creed Rogue was probably my favorite one. Okay, here we go. Okay, next wave. People said that this gets really hard. I guess we'll see what happens. Was the Spanish Civil War a war where there was no good guys? There was communists that were fighting on one side. There was fascists that were fighting on the other side. There was Republicans that actually had fought in that war. Like, people who wanted, like, a democracy, like in a republic in Spain. The Spanish Republicans. Or the communists and the fascists just wanted their own dictatorship. They wanted a republic to be in Spain. Spain had just recently abolished its monarchy, too, when that war was going on. Dogs? Or, no, those are panthers. What is that thing? What is that? Is that like a... That looks like an ancient, you know, like a Spanish soldier. Yeah, they were wearing the ancient Spanish helmet, yeah. And they had a musket, too. But the Spanish didn't have muskets. They had matchlocks at that time, but I guess that's just all that GTA can do there. They're a conquistador, yes. The conquistadors, really bad people. This gets absolutely crazy. You'll see for yourself. I guess we'll see. We'll see if we can survive. What is the last wave? Wave 10? Uh, Maybe sometime next year, Will. There's a lot of games I gotta get through. This year I'm completely booked with games. For the Conquistador, you have to use melee weapons. Oh, okay. Okay. The conquistadors, those were basically Spanish colonizers, conquerors who conquered the indigenous people in the Americas. They destroyed the Aztec civilization. Yeah, that's what they're the most known for. Oh, entered the Stafford. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't even. Yeah. I wasn't even paying attention that I had to enter the car. Yeah, I wasn't even paying. I'm sorry. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Oh, these things are running now. You can't climb on anything either. Complete all 10 ways to unlock the Buccaneer outfit. From the movie The Buccaneer? Is it from that? Like the pirate, what's with the blue zombie? Exploding undead. Oh, there's a conquistador. Okay, good work. How many waves is this? This is how many waves, guys? 10? See if we can get to the end with this. Okay, we'll see if we can get through this. Good work, everyone. Okay. What is that thing? Panther trainer. Yeah, but they're never gonna add a flamethrower to this game, but you might see it in GTA 6. The Panther trainers are Zombie Gustavo. Oh, I remember him. The orange shirt he got fed to the Panthers, yep. It's okay. It's, you know, it's fun, but it sucks that it's only like temporary, because like this is gonna go away, this zombie mode, right? Soft drinks of choice if you complete the challenge. DJ Place next here. Oh, great. Zombie Juggernaut, that's what that was. Undead DJ, what do they do? They play music and brainwash you? Oh. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Wave 9 is a little hell. You better have all your minigun explosive ammo and run around a lot, because if you don't, you're screwed. Trust me, bro. I guess we'll see Wave 9. We're almost there. Crap. There we go. Okay, here we go. Wave 7 now. Are they gonna take us to the airstrip too? Don't go in the water? Okay, I won't. I will focus and try to get through this. Water can damage you. Okay. Okay, almost clear. There we go. Okay, we're getting closer to wave 9. People are telling me wave 9 is a giant mess. The explosive armored zombies, oh god. I guess we'll see what this is now. Where are we going, the airstrip? Alright. You can trick them into running near the gas cans and blowing those up. The airstrip is where you go last. Okay. I'm assuming you're trying to, like, escape off the island then, right? Okay. Got halfway on this wave. Oh, crap. Exploding armored undead. Oh, that's scary. Oh crap. Watch out. You can use the explosion to kill more zombies. Do that too. Okay, here we go. Wave 9 now. Tower's blocked off. Probably not even a good idea to go up there because they'll corner you. Oh yeah, that is zombie Gustavo there. Oh god, Panthers. DJ's make you slower, yep. Oh crap. Crap, Brandon died. Damn. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Oh my god, what is that? What's this now here? Oh yeah, this zombie DJ thing, this. Okay, there we go. Final wave, right? Yeah, we should probably all stay close. This final wave, let's... Yeah, it might be a good idea to use the minigun also. The thing about the minigun, you can't melee with it. Shotgun, you can. Oh god. We got those exploding things here. Oh. What, there was a select next stage? I didn't even see what was going on. I couldn't even choose what was going on. What are the choices that you get at the end there? Like, I didn't even get a chance to look at it. What was it? Yeah, menacing. The other options were endless waves. Oh, they were endless waves. Okay. 87,000, huh? Endless waves in the past areas. Okay. Okay. Well, good we got out there. We escaped. Okay, guys, so I probably will be wrapping up the stream here. I'll answer any questions you guys have for me before I go. So if anybody wants to ask me anything here before I go, I'll answer your questions. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please drop a like. If you guys enjoyed the stream, it helps me out a lot. Well, Resident Evil 9 looks great. Seriously though, GG, great job everyone. Thank you, Raccoon. Thanks for the super chat. Let me get right back to the airport here too. Next game to play, Patrick? Well, Mafia 3 it'll be. How Let Loose stream? Yeah, I'll do one in the future. Yeah, Liberty. I don't think GTA 3 will do again, but we'll do Liberty City Stories. City Stories for the 20th anniversary. Yes, we'll do that. Next Metal Gear Solid video tomorrow, probably. Can you post it again, Zombie? Let me look. Where did I find the minigun? Oh, I just bought it at the gun store in GTA Online. Is it true the Iron Mule can't pick up the nightclub vehicles anymore? I don't know. I haven't tried that. Mafia 2 part will be tomorrow, next one. I 100% GTA Liberty City Stories on mobile. That's not easy to do, especially on mobile. Mobile is difficult to play on. But I guess I'll be going here, guys. What day you think you'll do the Yakuza stream? I don't know. Sometime like halfway through this week coming up. But I guess we'll be going here, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you guys enjoyed the stream, do drop a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.